Hi everyone, it's me Tyler with Killarney Boat Works. We got behind us a 1980 to 1983 Invaders Ink. It's kind of a runabout. It was built in Texas. It's got an Apollo drive on it. That's pre-Alpha 1 Gen 1. It's got a 305 in it. It's a decent boat. The owner is a local owner. His name is Dustin. Pretty cool cat. He had an issue with his overheating. He went out with his family last week. The boat started overheating. Danger, turn it off. Don't overheat the motor because it's expensive to change your motor. Anyways, he brought it to me. He said, hey, Tyler, I know you do wood boats. Can you do this? And I've actually been doing a lot of fiberglass stuff lately. And it's just the way life is. Anyway, so I went and picked up an impeller kit from Sierra. They roughly go from anywhere from $100 to $150 US. This one was a better kit. So I got the better one. You could buy cheap ones from China, but let's be realistic. If you buy one for 30 bucks, what are you getting for 30 bucks? You're getting something from China for 30 bucks. Anyway, so I pulled the lower end off, swapped out the pump. This is what the original pump housing is. It's actually an aftermarket one, but the plastic is kind of like brittle. The impeller inside, the rubber's lost its like rigidity, and there's actually a bunch of wear on the bottom, so it's not sucking properly. The top of it, this like part what mounts up, is overheated from the being run dry. So there's a brand new one on there with like a pole that goes through it. I slapped that all together. When I put it in, make sure your fins are going the right direction. Reference this diagram. Make sure you always have the fins. Some people are like, oh, it corrects itself. You don't know how many times I pulled apart drives and the fins didn't correct themselves. And the guy's been driving the boat like that for a really long time and never corrected itself. So just make sure you take some like needle nose pliers and you make the fins correct. I usually like to lube it up with like a little bit of like, you know, like axle grease or like some kind of like a spray lubricant just in there. So it's like lubricated before you put it all together. Slap it together. When I buy these things, I usually just buy a full kit because sometimes this actual like housing itself inside here, well, it can actually spin. I've seen it a few times where like everything looks good, but like this thing actually spins. Another common misconception that people do is inside there's a key which sits on a shaft. A lot of people will put it all back together and be like, oh, what's this? And then move on. That key, if you don't have that key inside of your drive, it's not gonna turn the impeller, it's not gonna cool your engine. Your pump on your motor can be fantastic, but if it's not having that original, like the actual raw water pump system, you're gonna overheat it, you're gonna have a nightmare on hands. So right now, we're getting ready to fire it up. We're gonna fire it up on the trailer. We're gonna test for temperature. That's pretty good. I know this isn't really Killarney Lake's forte fiberglass boats. We've been actually doing quite a bit with like the bayliner. We have another bayliner coming on Saturday. We're gonna be doing a full upper and lower oil change, motor oil change. And yeah, so other than that, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you a quick video of it running. It's been a wild week. A lot of stuff's going on. The Alberta boat is getting ready to go back to Alberta, probably on the 8th. I'm gonna be moving in the distance. You can see my double aft cabin fly bridge. That's gonna be coming in here. I gotta do some planks on it. My big boss wants her boat in the water. I'm gonna be doing the planks on the Relic. We're waiting on a carburetor for the Lady C. Right now, the jitterbugs in the water, getting the life beat out of it with the wind. This is prairie, so it's always windy. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. So stay tuned for the motor being run up. Maybe we're gonna be a success. Maybe we're not. I think we're gonna be in success. for Invaders Ink. Right now we're looking underneath there. Back into neutral. Here we go.